cool. Here we go. And well, I was gonna say something about that oil. Oh yeah. Do you remember in the Simpsons? Like Homer, he sold grease, right? Can you do that? Can you sell oil? Is that a thing?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure. I don't know, but
are you sure?
Maybe if it's clean, maybe clean oil. I don't know.
Like, is that like your thought process? You're like, yo, I'm gonna hoard all this oil, like, and watch the prices rise.
Yeah, once the prices soar on used oil, then I'm in there. I know some people use it for their cars. Like, there's some engines that run off of
vegetable oil. What?
Yeah, used vegetable oil. Yeah,
what?
Apparently it smells like food when they run.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We hear the Googles happening. Like, it's mind blowing right now.
Apparently, there's a way, but you have to like mix it with stuff.
Yeah. I think they mix it with ethanol, or maybe they get the ethanol out of it. I don't know science. I'm no doctor or physicist. But what I am, I'm a cheesy Zerg. And we're finally in a game with another Zerg who's pretty darn good. Both of these Zergs are good. I don't know which way this can go, but I have an idea. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. I'm sure you guys are more than ecstatic to be in a game finally, especially with this player right here. He's coming to you guys all the way from South Korea. He is on Team CranKy Gaming. It is none other than the Blue Zerg Solar.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. The red Zerg, he's currently teamless. He is Erik.
And you know, for my research, what I've learned, what I do normally is you put your cooking oil, I'll put it in like a water bottle from cooking in a pan, and then you put that water bottle in the trash. But I can't really put a giant bucket of grease in the trash, so maybe I just toss it in a dumpster and call it a day.
You're gonna be like, you put it in a water bottle, and you just you just sip away at it, you know, over the course of a day.
Yeah, chug it, yeah. Good for your intestines, I hear.
Oh my god. How many water bottles would you have to go through though to get rid of a 30, like a 3-gallon?
Well, I can't tell you that, but I did have some tea-gallon jugs, and it took 3 of them because they're 3 gallons. But water bottles, probably, I would say 42.
Oh my god.
42 and a half water bottles, just guesstimating. Completely made up number for no reason. Now, speaking of 42 water bottles, this guy, I believe Erik went for an earlier pool.
Yes.
But same build coming out. From both players.
Yeah, I mean, Erik, he did go for an earlier pool. As we see, he still hasn't taken any gases, which is surprising to me.
It lets him get his lings out earlier to maybe take out the third, deny the third, or something.
Yeah, I guess. It's just...
He's got a wall off. He's just now taking his gas, and speed's already on the way for Solar.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine Erik is going to want to skip link speed and go straight into roaches, like, just based off the fact that he's delayed his gases for so long. And I guess you can do this on Death Aura just because, again, you can wall off pretty easily here at your natural.
Yeah. Okay, so far, no payoff for the early pool. Erik's getting his four queens. Baneling Nest for Solar, so being very safe. I guess not very safe. Baneling Nest is standard. It's in the wall, though, so that's kind of... Oh. He saw something he didn't like. He went for the Evo chamber.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is pretty standard from Solar. Like, he got the safety Baneling Nest when he saw that he didn't need the Banelings, and the big thing was that he did go in and he did scout, you know, the lack of gases earlier, and he's like, you know what, I don't need a Baneling Nest. I'm just going to throw down an Evo, get that wall up instead.
Oh, I want to see the drones hit that Zerg. That Ling. But yeah, now we reach this interesting point. I don't quite know what Erik's whole strat is here.
Yeah, I mean, again, 2 bases. He's working on his lair. The big question is,
you
know,
he's going Mutas or Nidus. I think this is Mutas though, because he took 4 gases here.
Yeah, so off of 4 gases, like you can go into Roaches and a Nidus, or you can go straight into Spire. You know, the big tell is these upgrades. Sometimes, yeah, like the tell for Mutas is +1 melee, but we do have +1 range on the way. So unless he cancels that and he's trying to fake it, then this should be for Roaches.
Yeah, you also don't normally need 4 gases to go into Roaches, so either he's doing that because of the late gas initially, or he's going into Mutas. But I believe this is going to go into Mutas.
Yeah, we'll see, because yeah, like it could be just because again his gases were so delayed that he wants to try and catch up. But we'll see as soon as that layer finishes, you know, whether he throws down some tech. But no, yeah, we see he's producing Roaches at least.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe defensive Roaches, because he doesn't have a third. The third is already up for Solar. What does he expect to happen with
2 base? There it is, Nidus.
Yeah, Nidus, that's all he can do.
Exactly. So he's not going to be waiting for Roach Speed to finish up at that Roach Warren. Instead, he's going for this big 2 base all in. And we'll see. Like, the thing is that Solar knows his opponent is on 2 bases. He sees the Evo Chamber upgrading. He even saw the Roach Warren upgrading as well. I was actually hoping that he wouldn't upgrade, because then maybe he could sell that it's Mutas instead, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he should cancel Roach Speed. He's gonna get Roach Speed while going for a Nidus. I feel like that's a little counterproductive there.
Yeah, it's like it's not even like gonna line up with anything either. Like the Nidus is done, he's going.
He does have a lot of queens banked up, so this is a very interesting way he's going Nidus. Actually, interesting. Solar also goes for the carapace upgrade instead of going for any melee or range attack upgrades.
Yep,
that's really good for the Lings against Roaches.
Yep, and here we go. The Nidus is done. We do have a third behind this, and ooh, Erik even throwing down a Nidus in the main base, but immediately gets spotted by Solar's Lings. So Solar, he should be able to deal with this, and we'll see if these Roaches and Queens can push through.
Yeah, a bunch of Lings had to go into the natural, but oh my god, this is so bad. The Link surround, the armor upgrades are going to keep them alive. The Lings, that is, keep the surround, keep the Roaches in place. The 4 corrosive vials are going to come down on everything, not allow anything to move, and Erik is not looking too hot here.
Oh yeah, everything gets cleaned up. Beautiful corrosive vials. The Nidus in the main got taken out as well. And Erik, he does have a follow-up plan. He actually has a couple of plans. I don't like how he's taking all over the place. He has a Spire on the way, but he also has Roach movement on the way, like Burrow movement as well. Tunneling Claws, that's it. So like, I don't know. It feels like he wants to tech in too many different directions, and because of that, like neither one is going to be effective. He's even getting a Hydra Den. Mate,
oh my god.
You don't have enough gas to support all these things.
Why the hell is he getting a Hydra Den? I don't know why he thinks the Hydra Den is going to do anything.
I mean, we'll see if he can get anything out, because you know what? Solar, he's here. There are a lot of Lings. We got plenty of Ravagers to bile down the wall so we can dive into the natural.
Mutas aren't even going to be enough here to stop this.
Oh yeah, the wall is gonna go down. The Mutas do pop out, and you know what? All the Lings, they go home because of that Nidus, which I mean, he didn't even need to.
Did he finish the Hydra Den?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh god, the Roach Warren goes down, the Evos are going down. Sure, nothing shoots up, but there's just not enough Mutas. Like, he just didn't have enough gas to produce enough Mutas.
Oh my god, all the Queens eat the corrosive vials to the face. And they don't really have any transfuses either. Maybe 1 or 2. The Lings get in, get the surround. Oof. Everything here is going to die. 10 drones on the production tab for Solar. So he's not even really scared of this not working. He has plenty of economy behind this. He's got his 3rd base. He should be going for a 4th base pretty soon here. But he doesn't need to. Erik's just about as dead as Disco here.
Oh yeah, he's done. There are Lings all over the place. GG gets called.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. Honestly, that build coming out of Erik was very disappointing. Normally, you get the Nidus down way faster. Like, if that was his plan all along, that was not well timed.
It felt very inefficient. Like, I have to agree with the whole, like, Roach speed as well. Like, you know, you can spend those resources on Roaches instead, right? The Roach speed didn't even come into play at all, right? Because it was so late, so delayed.
Well, it helped him get a couple of the Roaches out of there after they all died. A couple Roaches got back to the Nidus worm to go home.
Yeah. And because his initial gas was so late, like, that delayed his lair as well. If he wants to go for a big 2-base, like, lair-based all-in, like, you want your gases earlier, you know?
Yeah.
Weird,
rough, man.
Yeah, weird build, weird opener coming out from Erik.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for a lot more. But maybe he's got something else for game 2.
Oh yeah, we are going to be getting ready to get into game number 2. And Erik, yo, he's got, again, like, to be fair, he's up against Solar, but you know, you've got to show us something a little bit better here. Something tricky, like, up your sleeve.
Yeah.
I just wanted 13-12.
Which is disappointing, because we've been saying that all day. We just need someone to cheese, and no one has cheese. They refuse to cheese.
I mean, Bly kind of, right?
But Bly's known for cheesing.
Yeah.
That's not special. The ghost train guy is gonna use a ghost train.
Oh god.
Now.
Exactly. So we'll see.
The cheesy Norwegian is gonna go cheese. Is he from Norway?
Ukraine. God damn.
Oh, who's from Norway? Someone's from Norway today.
Uthermal was from the Netherlands. That's close enough, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Starts with an N.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think there's any Norwegian StarCraft players out there.
Not anymore. F's in the chat for Snoot. F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for Norway.
No, Norway used to be strong. Like in Nation Wars, you'd have Snoot, you'd have Optimus. Those are the only 2 I can think of right now.
They used to be strong. They had 2 out of 4 players that were good.
I mean, it's like Finland in Nation Wars. You know, one strong player can carry you.
Finland only needs that. I mean, Finland only needs that one player. A person can only carry you so far until you face Finland and the Finnish Phenom. But he's not here today. We do have for you guys quite the treat here. He's the only standing Korean in the tournament. He's currently up 1 in this best of 3. Top left-hand corner of Lightshade LE. It is the blue Zerg player. It is Solar.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player, the red Zerg. He is currently teamless. He is Erik. For a very fast hatchery compared to his opponent.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay. No gas from Solar. No pool, no nothing.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a 15 hatch, 14 gas from Erik. Like Erik did the extractor trick just so he can get the 15 hatch. And okay, I'm curious. You got my attention, Erik. You got my attention.
Like that was cool, but doesn't mean anything.
I mean, he's got fast gas. Like, I mean, are we gonna see fast link speed? Are we gonna see a Baneling that's being thrown down, a Roach Warren? See what he uses that for, because he's gonna have 100 gas pretty soon.
I'll never understand why these people don't cheese.
I mean,
I would have gone for the Scarlet Ling all in. Fastest gas, fastest timing you can go for.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this is pretty up there, right? Ling speed
okay, now
already.
This is tricky. Look at the natural. There's 3 drones at the natural of Erik, but in the main, he's not fully saturated.
Exactly.
He's trying to sell that he has more workers than he really does.
Exactly.
And normally, if you go into the natural, you see 2 workers, and you're like, 2 workers is normal. He has 4 workers down there. You're like, what the hell? This guy got an early base, and he's just been droning up.
Yeah.
But then the 2 links pop out.
I mean, we have 6 lings on the way. I imagine we're going to see a link flood. Yes, he is keeping his lings hidden in the main base. And I was about to say, okay, now it's coming back to me. I remember, I think Scarlet did end up doing this at some point. Like, you go for a 15 hatchery because it makes it look like a regular hatchery, when really not at all. Like, you're trying to sell it, you're trying to deceive your opponent and go for a big link flood.
Is this the Scarlet build? I don't know. The Scarlet build's normally, you get like a 14... No, the gas comes before the base in that build, but there's a variation of the build. Normally you go, I think it's 14 pool, 14 gas, 13 pool, and then 12 hatch.
Yeah. And now that Solar actually snuck into the main base, I think he knows he should be able to see the drone count. And now we see nothing but lings on the way. We see a Baneling nest being thrown down as well, but is it too late, because the lings are coming across the map from Erik
with speed? And this is actually the perfect hold. This is all you need here. I've been held from this a million times. He needs to pull his workers out of there, though. What is he doing?
Yeah, the workers are being pulled out, but you know what? The Baneling nest is exposed. He could target down that spine crawler as well.
Yeah, but the queens here, once that spine crawler pops, he should be in perfectly fine condition. As long as the lings don't get us around. Spine crawler's not going to finish. He needs to go get the spine crawler on the high ground is actually the right call here. The baneling nest will finish, though. The queens are going to have to come down. And I think those banes actually block the wall pretty good. Oh my god, the third base went down. But actually, this is perfectly fine. You can lose your second base. I'm sorry, not third. You can lose your second base because he's always going to be ahead in workers here.
Yeah, exactly. Like Solar, he's on one base, but you know what? He's still ahead in workers. He's trying to focus on the baneling nest, and he should really be able to get it.
Oh my god. This
Wow.
madman. I think with the transfuses, it would have been, without the transfuse, it would have been dead. He landed 1 or 2 and it is at like 20% health. Or 20 hit points, I'm sorry, not 20%. But yeah, I mean, he's perfectly fine here as Solar. You don't mind losing that second base. As Erik, you want to drone up heavy, and he's even putting down a spine. But Solar's not going to get aggressive with this. I guess he is actually. Now he's making more lings.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for the counterattack, right? Like, you have that tech advantage. You have banelings now available to you. Meanwhile, Erik does not. He's trying to get a wall up and running. Will he be able to get it in time before Solar goes across the map?
Yeah, this is getting dicey here. I mean, but with banelings, Solar can just bane bust anything you throw at him. I do like the spine. That's huge.
Oh, yeah, the spines.
A full wall off, actually, not even a half a wall off.
Oh yeah, Erik is taking this very seriously. He has a full wall off. He has 2 queens. He's got his spine up as well. And behind this, Solar, he sees the wall. He backs off. He's running up.
Goes into a layer, gets the second gas, and I think we might see some mutas here.
Yeah, we definitely could. It's going to be difficult just because, you know, that hatchery was taken out. So Erik, he did deal good enough damage to kind of transition into the mid game on relatively even footing. But, you know, we'll keep an eye on these gases, see if Solar goes for them, see if he goes into mutas.
If you're going for roaches, you usually get a roach warren before the layer. So
yeah.
I think there we go. And as Solar, you think, what's Erik doing? He's either nidusing roaches or he's going mutas. And you got to go mutas because you can't out-roach his mutas, and you can, however, stop a Nidus worm full of roaches with mutas. And he's got enough lings, but I don't like his spread. He doesn't have any vision Solar into his in his main base, in that dead space. There could be a Nidus going down there right now as he sends his Overlord up there. Okay.
Yeah.
He's on the ball. He's got it.
I'm curious because, okay, we have 1-1 on the way for Erik, so he's going to be committing to that ground army. I mean, Solar, he's going to dive in.
Going mutas.
Yeah, except like Erik, he's gonna have like a stronger ling force, and sometimes that works out in muta versus muta. Like lings, like they just buy a lot of time forcing mutas to stay home.
I feel like with the banes here for Solar, though, I think he should be fine. Now third base, Solar's looking pretty good here.
Yeah, we'll see if he can hold on to that third because Erik is making a massive wave of lings. Unfortunately, he's slowed down due to his wall, but eventually he'll be able to bust through, and his goal is going to be to deny that third.
Yeah, the Overseer knows what's going on, so Erik either goes for it or he just sits at home.
Yeah, we shall see.
I mean, hit with the +1. And like you said, it's going to keep the lings or the mutas at home for defense, and then maybe he can get his own mutas out. But the problem is, Solar's not going to lose any mutas. He's just going to compound and stack and snowball and get bigger and more scary, while Erik's is just going to be throwing away units trying to get his own mutas out.
Oh, okay. He's going to get at least a queen, but the rest of the Ling Bane of Solar is going to come in. The upgrade hasn't kicked in, so these banelings are terrifying for the lings of Erik.
Yeah. Erik now with his own baneling. Solar going for a counterattack with the lings, it looks like. Actually, Solar hitting from another angle with more lings. Slips into the natural, into the main. And the mutas are popping. And now this is a very interesting back and forth dance and battle between both players. And let's see whose macro is better here. I'm sorry. And macro, honestly, because behind this, it depends who's macroing better off.
Yeah, exactly. 1-1 is about to finish up, but you know what? It finished up as soon as all the lings die.
Yeah, upgrades didn't even come into play here, so GG. I mean, I'm sorry for calling it so early, but man, this many mutas. Erik's getting out like 3 or 4 mutas, maybe, max. Is he even going for mutas? I don't know.
I mean, he does have a Spire, so he should be going for mutas, but regardless,
11 mutas out already for Solar.
Yeah, exactly.
No way you out-muta him.
Yeah, the lings, they do get across the map. Again, the goal of this is to keep the attention of Solar busy at home. The problem is that Erik, he's stuck on 2 bases, and it's going to be so difficult to get a third up and running.
Oh yeah, nearly impossible. Especially with Solar already having his own third. It's more likely Solar gets a fourth before Erik ever gets a third.
Yeah. So Erik, he's doing his best to try and keep Solar busy. Meanwhile, I think he canceled the Spire. He did. He canceled the Spire and he went for an Infestation Pit as well. Kind of going for the Hail Mary play, going to go for Infestors for Fungals.
I was honestly hoping maybe Solar would DQ, walk over, and then Cham could win it all. Oh. But Solar's looking pretty tough.
Oh yeah. I mean, Solar, again, he's one of the best Zergs in Korea, has one of the best ZvZs, and this is what I was talking about. Like, he loves his Muta play, and now he's so far ahead. Again, like, Erik is trying to sneak out a third. It shouldn't go up. Like, he just has no defense against these Mutas.
So many Mutas. He's got 3 Queens here against a lot of Mutas. There's 5 Infestors on the production tab, but the chance of these Mutas the chance of the Mutas running into him is slim. Mutas are way too fast.
Yeah, it feels like
21 Mutas out here.
Yeah, it feels like Erik has one chance. He has one chance to really like try and catch Solar off guard with his Infestors. Because after he like the initial attack and the initial reveal, then Solar's gonna realize that and just keep his Muta spread, you know?
Yeah. I love how the upgrade that gives Infestors more energy finished right after the Infestors pop.
Yeah.
He's gotten a lot of anti-timings on himself.
Yeah, unfortunately, and oh my god, the Queens are fighting without the Infestors, so one does go down, and it looks like the Infestors, they just don't have enough energy for any of their spells.
Nope, they don't have any energy yet because that upgrade didn't finish. It would have popped out with enough energy or close to it, but no dice here. He's gonna get a couple kills, which is cute, but he can fight with the Lings.
21 drones went down, mate. Like, that was a lot of damage with those Lings. So Erik, he is fighting back. He is dealing damage. He has actually equalized the worker count, but again, he desperately needs another hatchery.
He killed 23 workers, and he's equal on workers, down a base, and still doesn't have enough army to fight what his opponent has. So that is a nice little pick off there by Erik. But no way is he going to cripple Solar to where he can't win this.
Oh yeah, again, like the big thing that he's waiting for is those Fungals. Like if he lands one, then he can chain them and potentially kill this entire Muta cloud. And with that, then he can get back into this. Oh my god, he's actually going for the double play. He's going to try and Fungal, then go for the parasitic bombs with these Vipers.
Oh, that's next level. That's actually maybe his only way out of this. But Solar, ahead of the curve, he just goes back into roaches and he's fine.
Yeah, this is the problem. Like if the blue Zerg was Jim Rising, he would be making nothing but Mutas, and then the chance of winning for Erik would be higher. But because Solar is investing into roaches, like Erik, he's gonna lose to the roaches instead of the Mutas. Oh my god, the Vipers!
My god, the Vipers! Oh no! That was his last saving grace, and he just left it out there in the open. Oh my god, that's it. There's no use in trying anything now. I don't even know where the Infestors are. The Vipers trying to get some energy up. There they are.
Yeah.
We got one fungal growth off. Didn't hit too much there.
Yeah, I mean,
no more fungal growths.
I mean, we have a microbial shroud to keep the Queens alive. The Fungals, like sure, like even if he kills all these Mutas, that's fine and all. Again, the problem is the roaches, like the ground army.
GG, Erik. He's buying time. He knows the next players are going to be asleep, and he's making sure that they have time to wake up.
Alright, here we go. The roaches are across the map. This is going to be the nail in the coffin. Again, there's nothing really to stop the roaches. There are only a handful of Lings, a handful of Banelings. Earlier, the Ultralisk Cavern was sniped by the Mutas. That was what Erik was trying to go for, but he just can't do it.
GG. Wow, this is a long game number 2.
Yeah.
Not even that long. You know, it's been a long day when 12 minutes is a long game.
GG. Solar with the 2-0 is gonna advance onto the next round to face either Cham or Zions.